What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Matt's Market. Thank you very much for tuning in and being patient while I got everything set up in the background. What is happening, everybody? I see we got a few people in here already. What's happening, D-Grade? It has been a while, my friend. Good to see you back in the chat. Crypto Critter, what's happening? Good to see you, man. We got my boy Alex, far too long. D-Grade, member for 8 months. I'm just going to throw that out there right there. I've been a supporter for 8 months. Thank you, Mr. D-Grade. Really do appreciate you, man. How you guys doing tonight, man? Y'all doing all right? Y'all been making some money in the market? Did you play any of these all stocks we've been playing? We're going to go over those tonight. We got some articles on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency I want to touch base on. We got executive orders coming in place. We got Russia potentially using Bitcoin to get past sanctions. Got a few things to talk about on the show here tonight, guys. So thank y'all very much for tuning in to another episode. And as always, just remember, if you have any stocks, crypto you want some TA done on, some opinion on, just feel free to drop them in the comment section and we'll get those answered accordingly. So before we get kicked off, guys, make sure you hit that like button if you could for your boy. It greatly helps the algorithm. And with that being said, let's kick off the show, man. So what do we have going on here tonight? Let's pull up this article I want to read for y'all about Biden executive order on cryptocurrency expected this week. President Joe Biden is expected to sign an executive order on cryptocurrency this week and will mark the first step toward regulating how digital currency is traded. The move comes as the administration officials have raised concerns in recent weeks about Russia's use of cryptocurrency to evade the impact of crushing sanctions in response to the invasion of Ukraine. The sanctions have sent the ruble to historic lows and have closed the country's stock market down. So we kind of talked about this, guys. The potential for Russia evading the sanctions using Bitcoin. So kind of a perfect time, I think, for Joe Biden and the administration to come in and swoop up some sanctions for cryptocurrency. So I think we're going to see a few of those rolling out here this week. I'm expecting some maybe as soon as Wednesday, so we'll see what happens. But two people familiar with the process said the executive order on cryptocurrencies was expected to be issued this week, and it had been in the works long before the war. Both people spoke on conditions of anonymity to preview the order. The order is expected to describe what government agencies, including the Treasury Department, need to do to develop policies and regulations on digital currencies. It is expected to include a request from the State Department to ensure that American cryptocurrency laws are aligned with those in the U.S. allies, and will ask for Financial Stability Oversight Council, which monitors the stability of the U.S. financial system, to study illicit finance concerns. Then another piece. Give me 1 second. Let me find this other little piece of this article. What's up, RW? How you doing? I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be okay. A lot of it, they want to study cryptocurrency, like the impacts on the environment. So the whole administration's pushing this Green Deal, so they're going to be studying that. And now they're saying they're kind of going back on the terms like, hey, we put this in motion well before the war even started, which they did. They started announcing these executive orders way before the Russia-Ukraine conflict had kicked off. So that is true, but we'll see what happens to it. We're going to see if it's good or bad. I don't know, man. I really do not know. I wish I could tell you what my thoughts were, but I'm really hoping it'll be decent for crypto, maybe kind of get institutional investors comfortable with the aspect of maybe throwing some pretty heavy investments around in Bitcoin and then shooting the rest of the market up with it. So we'll have to see, man. Crypto's not going anywhere, so it's definitely going to overcome any type of government regulation that we're going to see coming down the pipeline. So I wouldn't be too overly concerned about it right here at this point. There's nothing we can do about it. It's coming either way. I hope it's good. I really do. I hope we get a Bitcoin spot ETF next week too. I believe the vote's coming up, so we'll see what happens there. I'm going to be monitoring that situation very closely, just like we hit on these oil stocks, which, man, HUSA, Houston American, 494% today. Aftermarket dropped 6.19%. We're going to talk about that thing. What happened there? why they do it as it did, and that's insane. That was an insane play today. We also had INDO up another 50%. Occidental took a little bit of a beating. We're at IMPP. Let's see where that thing ended up at. IMPP. That thing was up 121%. So oil stocks dominating the market again. But, you know, they're not going to go up forever. They ran a heck of a lot here in the past week. So I will be possibly looking to get some short positions on some of these oil plays here shortly. So we'll see what happens. I think they continue to rock and roll for a little bit more. It's just, I'm expecting a red day one of these days this week for the oil stocks, but they don't stop. They have not stopped yet. So we'll see what happens with them. So let's go to Dogecoin real quick. 1132 was that bottom that we talked about. Market really did a turnaround and was looking a lot better. I put out a tweet this morning. We need Bitcoin to start turning around Monday morning, and it did. It's starting to look a little bit better. We came up, hit a level of resistance at 12 cents right there, and then we started to consolidate and broke to the downside, but that's okay. We still got support and a moving average right here off the 5-minute. Let's go to 30-minute. We're starting to work our way back up. Just having some trouble getting over that 50. So I think off the 30-minute chart, you get a green candle open and close above the 50. That'll put us back in the right direction here for cryptocurrency in the short term, guys. So we'll see what happens. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Getting a quick notification I had to read up on. What's up, Ernesto? How you doing, man? Great to see you back in the chat, my man. So Doge right here, looking a little bit better today. Up about 1.47%. Looking to come back to probably retest that 1180 range. And I do think we'll get a bounce. That 14 is hooking pretty hard, so we'll see what happens. Let's pull up some Bitcoin, BTC. Bitcoin looking a little bit better, guys. Having some red right here. So we are starting to have some retracement from this run up we saw today. Let's hopefully we hold this 38.5 flat range, which we are treating as support. That 14 is hooking, about to cross the 50 here off the 30 minutes. So that looks pretty good as well. So we'll see if we can maintain this level of support right here and continue trucking forward in the midst of regulations. So we do have those coming this week. We also, next week, we have a Bitcoin spot ETF vote, which I'm still expecting that gets passed. It could push us to some pretty good highs, so we'll see what happens. Hello, everyone. What do you think about the new bill regarding crypto and stocks? Haven't researched, but watched a video that sold all his crypto and stocks. Look, you're gonna, Jonathan K, what's happening, man? Great to see you. A lot of people are selling all their stuff. They really are. They're selling out. They think the bear market's here. And in a sense, you know, the bear market does feel like it's here and quickly approaching. It really does. The war with Ukraine is really taking stuff to another level. We're seeing these oil stocks rip like they're doing, but that's just because of what's happening in the world today. Current events are affecting the market. Bitcoin hangs at 38,570 bucks right now as we speak, and does run the risk of running a little bit lower, guys. I mean, it's just where we're at. Ethereum's at 2,500. It's nice to see it hanging there. I mean, this time last year or the year, 15 months ago, it was trading at 1,200 bucks. So, I mean, we haven't really saw it head toward that 2,000 range. We got Litecoin at 100. I mean, look at all these prices across the board. It's tough to gauge, man. So you have to be prepared for the worst case scenario in every bet that you do. Will we get one last pump? I'm still hoping for it. You know, I'm hoping this Bitcoin spot ETF gets approved. But every day that goes by leading up to next week is going to be absolutely crucial because the executive order is coming into play. Now, look, these executive orders could get people like institutions comfortable with the aspect of throwing a lot of their investors' money into the market, which could lead to a nice little pump. I think it personally will, but we'll have to cross that path when we get there. It's really hard to tell at this current time and period. But what is true, we'll find out at some point this week. That executive order is going to get signed. Let's see what they shove down our throat and see what they're going to monitor. I can almost guarantee they're going to be monitoring the green effects for Bitcoin on the environment. So expect that. That's not going to really have that big, much of an impact right now. But it could down the road. It really could. Bitcoin's getting a lot greener, which is good. That fits their narrative. But as of right now, all stocks is where everything is at. And it's probably going to continue on for a couple more days, I'd have to expect. Maybe tomorrow we have a red day. It's just really tough to gauge. Gas is going up. I'm going to continue to monitor the oil futures for us and stay up to date with that, see how much they're moving. But speaking of that, let me pull up the Dow S&P futures for tomorrow real quick. Let's see what they're talking about. What's up, Ben Collins? How you doing, man? Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. All right, it's pretty neutral right now. Crude's still up 1.72%, coming at 121.45. Everything else is pretty flat. S&P is pretty flat. Dow's pretty much flat. Slight, not even a percent red. So everything's pretty flat. I think it'll be an alright, decent day tomorrow. Crude's doing pretty dang good, so might see some little pumps. It might not be INDO, might not be HUSA. Which ran 494% today. If you were shorting that, you got absolutely crushed. You might have seen like a little short squeeze out of this thing today. Let's pull up the chart here and take a look at what happened with Houston American today. This thing absolutely ripped, coming from a penny stock on Friday to amassing to 563 and then 1394. So overall, you can't really do any TA off of this. Look at this thing. The highest you've been ever since then is $2.74. Going what I'm seeing. Let me pull up the daily. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. 261, huh? Give me a second. I'm just kind of going back and seeing what happened with this. All right, give me a second. I mean, this looks like a GameStop move right here, man. 494% one freaking day, man. So going back, all right, we're currently trading at 1060. So, man, I hate these charts like this. I think you're getting pretty close to a bounce. You got decent support at 966 right here. Going back to 2017. Let's just put 950, somewhere within that range. So might see a bounce at 950. I did a move like this, but it was actually $2 when it made a move to $2 to $13. That was back in 17. I haven't seen quite the move it just made on the charts yet. Let's see what this was. Where we come from. $19 to 261. Wow. And that was during 2011, 2010. Look, this thing could, I mean, it's possible, man. It is possible to keep going. And if we're going to see a pretty good oil boom, it might continue ripping on. I mean, you're coming from $1 range to, I think this be, you know, it's the start of a brand new spike off this thing. So I'm going to be watching it very closely. That's the daily, just straight up 400%. So I'm going to look for this 960 retest. We'll see what happens in pre-market tomorrow and see if we can get a bounce right here and then continue it upwards. In the short term, 14 bucks is pretty much going to be your next level to get over. Super easy to pop over. I mean, look, this thing has the volume, it has the hype, it's got everything that you want when you're looking to invest in a stock. I think right now, man, HUSA could continue to roll tomorrow. You might get another 200% out this thing, or we'll see if the shorts show up and short it to hell. We'll have to find out what happens tomorrow. But look for a continuation, especially with oil futures up about 2%. We should see a pretty decent day. It's just the volume is what scares me. You know, if you don't have the buying volume stepping in, what's going to happen? You know, people are up 500% at some points. If you, you know, it's really hard to judge it, but I would look for a moving average if you break that support right here, which is currently trading at $7.86. That could be a pretty decent buying opportunity. Jonathan K says, glad to catch you live. Oh, thank you, man. What's up, Bullfroggin? Ernesto, man, yeah, we had these all stocks. There were some pretty quick runners. It's just as more and more time goes by, it's you know, they keep running 50 to 100%. It's how much are they going to get out of it, you know, before people start really taking profits? And that's what I'm looking for. You know, people are going to start selling these things pretty quick. They're making bank right now, and they'll just buy in a little bit cheaper, you know. So we got to keep an eye on it, man. Got to keep an eye on it. I'm expecting a red day sooner or later, but the way gas prices are going, I think they find some, they ride the momentum up, consolidate, and then figure out what we're going to do, you know. I think peace talks broke down between Ukraine and Russia again today, so they're expecting another 2 weeks of fighting. So not gonna be good. And then look, I think the market's kind of pricing in Russia banning Russian oil. You know, I think that's why you're starting to see a lot of these stocks start to fly off the radar. So we're watching it very closely. Ben Collins says, what's up, Benny Eldorado? Good to see you, man. I'm not selling anything. I know the world is going. Only a matter of time. Countries are killing their dollar. Digital dollars are coming. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. If it is a bear market, it won't be the dump we normally see because it wasn't a parabolic bull market we normally have. What you think, Matt? I think this was man, look, I think we had a pretty good move. Really did, man. And I'm going to show you why. Let's go to daily chart. I mean, this run, you know, basically started at 8,000 and went to 64. That's, in my opinion, this is the bull market right here. But we still haven't broke down below this area. So until we break that 28,000, it's anybody's ball game, man. Anybody can tell you, fuck it, we're going to 30, we're going to 20, it's going back to 15, man. Until we start really breaking down below 28, that's when I'm gonna be really concerned. And you know, I think we'll be staring at a real bear market type scenario. You get that break under 28.8, and we're gonna go down pretty quickly, man. There's not much supporting it other than 24, and then 20,000 after that. So that would be bear market for me. To me, when in doubt, zoom out. You're still in a bit of a ascending level of support right here. So I'm rocking with it. I'm gonna hold out till we see some of these levels. So you know, it's, you know, lower high right here, higher low, a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of ascending level of support right here. So we could be, you know, consolidating here off the daily chart, getting ready for another pump. So that'd be best case scenario. If not, worst case, look for 30 to 28 once again. and that's what we're looking at. Let me see this. What's up, Shenanigans Master 7? Our group in Mexico is going to drop $1,000 tomorrow, early market. Best of luck, man. All stocks are probably your best bet. Oh. All right. Ernesto says Doge is the only one that is around the same spot as it was this time last year. I think it was trading around 5 cents. Yeah, it might have started moving. It might have started moving at this point, but no, look at Cardano, man, 81 cents. That thing was well over $1 at this point last year. Some cryptos did, you know, I would have to argue ADA is doing worse than Doge. To be honest with you, from where we're currently sitting at from a year's point, I think ADA is doing substantially worse than Dogecoin right now, which is crazy to say. I didn't even look at the top 10 by crypto market cap. We'll take a look at that here in a few seconds, see where ADA's kind of landed out. Jonathan K, he filled every cooler and basket. Oh, y'all talking about fishing? Can someone tell me, please, if it's wise to hold at the end of the week? Well, we can't give you financial advice, Shenanigans Master 7, but you'd have to be a little bit more specific for us. BTC war going on. Uma coin down. Hope Joey made bank and sold. Crypto Critter, CEI. Yeah, man, we'll check it out. CEI. Alright, guys, so be on the lookout for HUSA. Could go on another run tomorrow. I mean, this thing is, I like these runners that go like this for, 2 or 3 days. So you got potential for this thing to keep running tomorrow. I know it's crazy to say it's up 500%, but it could probably run a little bit more tomorrow. CEI, Camber Energy, is up 64%, and then another 15% tomorrow. This might be a pretty good value play right now, actually. CEI coming in hot. You got, okay, so let's break this down real quick, because this could be a pretty good play. I didn't even look at the chart on this thing yet today. So you're looking probably a gap fill tomorrow to 150. I could say you could pretty easily get 145 to 150 out of it. And depending if people take profits out of HUSA and then roll them into other plays that are looking pretty decent, this thing could be a potential big runner right here. So I feel pretty good about it. 150, and then you're looking at $2 after that. So nice even numbers right here for your levels of support and resistance. 20, let's find support. You got support at 75 cents to $1. So we'll mark it at $1 as support. You got a bunch of lines back here. So we'll mark $1 as support. So if you come back down, probably look for a retest of 1, but I can expect out a pre-market tomorrow. This thing could probably bust about 150, $2 at some point tomorrow if the trend continues for all these energy stocks. So yes, I'm bullish on this right now. I mean, look at this move it made back here in September. It came from 33 cents all the way to $4.85. Could you be making another move like that? Absolutely. Right now, $1,200 would get you 1,200 share, 1,000 shares. So if it would make a move to $3-4, that's $1,000 per dollar. So definitely something to look at. You could probably make some pretty good tendies with this thing. I think this has some room to move. I don't think it quite has moved as much as these other ones yet, even though it's up 64%, pretty much 80% today. So I'm gonna be watching it. I think it has a lot of room to grow. I don't foresee all prices coming down anytime soon. D-Grade, if you're still in here, man, let me know how much it is to fill up your truck right now, if you could, brother. This time I believe Doge was pumping hard. It was around 3 cents early February, I believe. Yeah, it started to move in March pretty good. So 1 year ago, wow. That's crazy. Time flies, man. That's about the time I started streaming. I'm gonna have to go back and see when the first live stream I ever did was. Gracias. I feel like I've been waiting for ages for a bag of CEI and average. So I was pulling tendies today. Still got a good handful, hoping they could keep running, man. How many shares do you have, if you don't mind me asking? Just curious. What's up, Crypto Life? We got Travis in the building. Good to see you, man. Going over these all stocks again, Mr. Travis. I still think those are the way right now. So if you don't have any, I still think some of these have some room to grow. Did you see HUSA ran 500% today? Might have some room in the tank right now to run a little bit more. Oh, so you just went green on CEI, Crypto Critter. Hell yeah, man. Happy for you. D-Grade says 240 gallons, roughly about $800. Finally put like 140 in. So, and he says it varies, especially from state to state. D-Grade, are they upping the benefits for you filling up your tank all the way? Like, get a free shower? Do you get a free meal now? You know, damn, you should get somebody to drive your truck for you. $800 a fill up, man. That's wow. And how many miles can you run off of a fill up? That's another good question. I'm just curious, man. Just curious. Let me throw up some Doge real quick if we're gonna sit here and BS, and then we'll go over some stocks for tomorrow that we're kind of looking at. Occidental fell a little bit today, guys. That's okay. I was expecting that. Doge is still in this harsh downtrend. Still setting lower highs and lower lows right now, so we're watching it. I got 46 shares left, I believe. I scale in, scale out a lot. And it's actually really important, man. It's a very good aspect, man, because you know people talk about dollar cost averaging on the way down. Well, you can dollar cost average out on the way up. That's a pretty good strategy too. That way you don't miss a run if it keeps pumping. So. I remember Ben Collins said, I remember I had 1,140,000 Doge around 3 cents and sold it at 5 cents. Dang, bro. If you would only known, you'd have been the Dogecoin millionaire in real life. That's crazy. Always get a free shower after 60 gallons and also get points for every gallon of fuel at certain truck stops. I'd be racking up the points. Jonathan K says, man, gas went from $3.59 to $3.99. Do I fill up? No, $4.19 to $4.39 today. Crazy for Florida. Yeah, we approaching those low to mid $4 range, which you know, I put some gas in my wife's vehicle. $50 for half a tank. $50 used to fill me up. We got a little 4Runner, man. That thing used to fill it up. Now half a tank. So it's up 100%. Depending on how heavy, I can go roughly about 10,000 miles. Oh, 1,000 miles. I don't know why I read 10. That's pretty good though. You know, 240 gallons. That's a lot of gas. So 1,000 miles. That's not bad. Roughly for what, a car, truck, you get 350, 450, somewhere around there. Some of these better gas. Eco-friendly vehicles, you'll get a lot more, but Critter says I got my start scalping penny stocks, and it's still my most successful trading style despite the channel name. No, it's all good, man. Whatever makes you profits, man. That's what you have to stick with. Screw what everybody else is doing. If you're making profits, man, do your thing. Shenanigan Master 7. If you're new to the channel, man, if you could hit that subscribe button for your boy, I'd greatly appreciate it. In Mexico, we are dropping 1,000 investment as the gas price is gaining on us, just to get cents. So does that mean you're investing in gas stocks tomorrow? Just be careful with a few of them, man. Some of them ran pretty good. Occidental came back down today. We got some more movers here I'm about to pull up. They were posted in Discord by Stoner, so we're going to go over those here in a few minutes. I got into crypto that June 20th time frame when it was too easy to swing trade. Yeah, summer. Yeah, they had some good swing trade opportunities last summer. Even though everything was kind of in a bit of a downtrend, they had some pretty good swing opportunities to capitalize on. Already picked up a couple of shares. Just like to know your thoughts on Pax Gold and Instruction. All right, yep, let's check it out, man. Pax Gold. Let's check it out real quick. Let me see. Pax. Where's Mad Daddy? I'm here, baby. I'm over here. Pax Gold. I see Pax Medica. That's definitely not what you're talking about. Pax Global. Bullfrogging, if you could give me the ticker symbol on that. I'm not seeing it on my end. I'm not seeing what is this? ISTC. Give me the ticker symbols on those, man, and I promise you I'll pull them up for you and we'll do some TA real quick. What's up, new foe? Good to see you in the chat. Crypto Life just says just chill out and hold on to your crypto. There my boy Bear is, yo, listening on the way home from work. Be careful driving out there, man. Bear, you played any of these old stocks, man? Bulldog. Daddy chill. If y'all ain't seen that video, I'm going to post that in Discord. It's pretty funny. Crypto Life says huge spikes incoming. Hopefully not to do deflate these tires. Hopefully we have some good spikes coming. I just went back and looked because I screenshot how much Doge I actually had. 1,454,000. I could have been a millionaire, he says. A freaking millionaire. So we got a super chat coming in from my boy Crypto Joey, dropping that $5 make you holla super chat, my friend. Thank you very much, Crypto Joey, for that $5 super chat. Greatly appreciate it, my man. Ben Collins, dude, that is a lot of Dogecoin, man. 1,400, 1.4 million. You'd have been the Dogecoin millionaire. You'd have been making YouTube videos, bro. But it's all good. We'll find another one. Can you check out Charge? Messing with that for like the last month or two. I really like it. Just wanted to know your thoughts. I love Charge, man. Let's pull it up. Charge Point Holdings. Dude's funny, man. This dude's funny, man. Alright. get to the 4-hour, the trusty 4-hour chart here, off of Charge Point Energy. So bottom right there, 1122. Mark that right there. So we do have some decent resistance coming in. You don't have much in the way between this bottom right here. 1750, you can pretty much mark it, lick it and stick it right there. 1750. You do have a little top action going on right here, almost a little double top action getting rejected, so we're gonna mark that too as well. I close the day at 1560. So pretty much at 16 cents, you got some pretty hard resistance. So you might see a little rejection tomorrow, head back to that 14. It's pretty much riding at 50, bouncing, but that 50 is getting ready to cross. So it's looking a little bit bullish right here, man. I would definitely keep an eye on it. You're about to get a little golden cross here happening off the 4-hour chart. Could lead to a little bit of pump action. Let's see what happened last time we got that. We got death cross right here back in beginning of December, which brought us to 11 bucks. Let's see last time we had a little golden cross right here. Same little scenario too. We're trading underneath it, couldn't get over that 200. Really in the downtrend, setting lower highs, and pretty much flatlining, a little descending wedge right here where we broke to the upside with this golden cross, which brought us pretty much from 23 to 36. So might see a pretty nice little pump coming here for Charge Point soon. Let me see. I got another little super chat coming in. Let me answer that real quick and we'll get right back to it. Crypto Joey says, I haven't sold my UMA. I've just been adding more. I add, never sell up to 555 UMA. That's what I'm talking about, man. We're going to check that out here in a few minutes, man. I'll do some TA on it for you. Just give me a few minutes. Let me wrap Charge Point up. So, yeah, could be looking at a potential little pump here, man. It's a pretty good indicator. So let's see what happens with it. Last time we had this action, it shot up about 13-14 bucks. So could get a nice little pump coming out of Charge Point if you can get over this 16 range. I think tomorrow is going to be a big day to watch for this. It was up 9.24% today, so might be another green day tomorrow. Could get over 16 and maybe start even pushing that 17 and 1750 range here in the short term. So yes, I am bullish on Charge Point right here at such a cheap price. Really, that 11-12 buck range was the load up zone, but I think you're gonna get these bounce. I think you're confirming these bounces right here. You're breaking this top. If you get over this top, right around that 16 range, there's not much in the way between 1750 and then ultimately 20 bucks. So I think if that golden cross is confirmed here off the 4-hour, I think it's going to take you to Tendy Town over here. So best of luck with it, D-Grade. Let me know if you bought some or what you're doing with that, man. Pax Gold, PAXGUSD. See, why isn't it showing up for me? PAXGUSD. Okay, I'm not sure if this is it once again, man. That's ping. PAX Global is not actually why isn't the chart coming up for this thing? No data. I can't even do any data off this, man. I don't know why it's not coming up on my end, but give me a few minutes and I'll pull it up off of TradingView and we'll take a quick peek at it, see what it's doing. We are buying Dogecoin, but we are experimenting to gain some money. A lot of people is planning to buy crypto. Government is spending our own money to maintain the gas price, but it is still going up. I got you, man. So you kind of diversifying, getting into some crypto. That's cool. I mean, Doge is extremely cheap right here. It's starting to bounce, so I mean, I wouldn't be holding anything too long right now. We do have crypto regulations coming out this week, so I got your question earlier about what you were saying. Are you holding till the end of the week? You know, we could get regulations as soon as tomorrow. You know, it's just, I'm thinking Wednesday, Thursday, we'll probably get them. So it could be either bad or good for crypto. You know, it could go either way. It could be bad for a second and then shoot back up. Could be good right off the bat. You know, we just don't know. So we're just going to have to wait it out and see what happens here when they get released at some point. What's up, Max? A level degenerate. Finally got my Robinhood wallet. That's what I'm talking about, man. I didn't even check to see if I got it. I need to check. I was pretty early on the list, so I probably do have it. Oh, charge the crypto. Well, hey, I'm gonna tell you this. Charge point looks pretty freaking decent right now. I'll stick to that too. What's up, Psycho Pearl? How you doing? Thoughts on the Sleepy Joe executive order? It's tough, man. It's really tough, Pearl. I wish I could tell you, man. I think overall it's, you know, it's, I'm not even gonna say needs regulation, because, you know, crypto is supposed to be decentralized, not controlled by any entity. They're trying to control it, regulate it, to fit a narrative, I believe. It might cause some pushback. It might. I think it's gonna be good for crypto. I really do. And then if it can be decent, say we don't see any spike change, any too much downside, too much upside, and then next week we roll out the Bitcoin spot ETF, we could be talking some pretty cool stuff happening, you know. So we'll see what happens. You know, there's fears of recession, there's fears of war, there's a lot of FUD in the market. A lot of people selling all their stuff. They think we're going into the bear market. That could be a head fake out though too. I've seen situations like this where this is a huge fake out, everything starts ripping, and then people get FOMO, and then it dips out once again. So I'm still monitoring the situation very closely. I think Bitcoin's about, I would say 10 grand from the downside to being in a full-fledged bear market, to where I feel like it's probably going to take a couple years back to 2024, the next halving, for it to really make some moves, significant moves like we saw this bull cycle, up to 64 and then 67,000 respectively. So I am watching it, man. Notice me, I'm not gonna call a grown man daddy, so I will notice you max level, but I'm not gonna refer to you as my daddy. Steve's funny, man. Crypto Life, just type packs. All right, that helps. Let's see what we got. I mean, we got packs. I don't see it, bro. Cortex Minerals. Like, I'm really trying hard over here. Really trying hard to find packs. Quote, that could be a head fake out. A head fake. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Butter bean. Can I get a, oh yeah. What's up, Adam E? Good to see you, man. How you made off on them call options today, man? I saw you in Discord. Hey, I have to ask you, how'd your puts go? That's what I want to know. How'd your puts go? Stagflation. Let's say Crypto Joey. I'm not on camera, so I might not even have a shirt on right now. How do you know? It's on TradingView. Gotcha, bro. I can pull it up here. Give me a second. All right. Let me see what I can get worked up right here. Okay, I got it pulled up. Give me a second. Let me get to the 4-hour chart. All right, dude. Pax Gold, finally. PAXGUSD. Ticker symbol off of Trading View right here. Okay, so you had a pretty nice run up here off the 22nd. And then completely a month away, you had another run up. Didn't quite hit that top, so you might be heading back down technical wise. If this was any indicator of what you're about to do, you could come back to somewhere within 19 flat range, I'd have to say, before you maybe pump up again and maybe not set a brand new all-time high. We'll see what happens. Gold's doing extremely well. Man, it's tough to gauge. But if you've been in early, let's kind of go back here off the daily chart. Yeah, this thing's kind of all over the place. This is kind of a scenario where you buy the hype, buy the rip, buy the dip, and sell the rip. So I would have to look to say take profits right here. If I'm holding this thing, I'd probably take some profits and try to buy back in around somewhere around 1800. Just depending on what happens. You could hold off and maybe set your stop loss somewhere around 19 flat, and then look to pick up somewhere around 18, maybe 1850. But I think it's going to be coming down here shortly. It's down 14 bucks today, 0.072%. So not too bad, man. I'll continue to watch it for you. Put it on my watch list, man. But yeah, that's sell the rip and buy the dip all day, man. I could swing trade the hell out of that. I might actually look to try it, so we'll see what happens. Jonathan. Crypto Joey says we're partying over here. If you're not here, you're missing out, brother. Bullfrogan says I got in at 1880. Man, I wouldn't be afraid to take some profits. I think that's a pretty good gauge point where it might be heading back to. To me, it's sell the rip, man. That thing always comes back down from what I saw off the technicals off of it. So I wouldn't feel bad taking some profits right there, man. Depending on how many you bought, I don't know how many you picked up, but technical wise, I'd be looking to offload that. So let's get down to Adam E. Well, I sold the CF call about 957%ish. Not brag over here, but I grabbed a put, wrote that down and sold. Grabbed another call and still holding it. It was worth the day trade. Sold ADM call up 200%. SO plus 400%. That dude's making mad tendies off these call options, man. Y'all need to go check Adam E out. Bulldog Trading, man. Y'all gotta go check this. Look at this dude's calls, 957% ish. Now it's just somewhere in that range ish. It's in that ish range, almost 1,000. Man, good stuff, Adam E. I'm happy for you, man. Congratulations. All the new coins I want are on PancakeSwap V2. I need to jump on that train. Crypto Joey, man, I don't blame you. Look, a lot of crypto start off on PancakeSwap that turn into something good. A lot of them turn out to be nothing and to be rug pulls and to be complete shit coins. But you do run the chance of, buying that freaking diamond in the rough, and you own 300 million of them, and then you'll be retired on a beach in Jamaica somewhere, living out the rest of your days. So it's just, I can't knock you, man, because I used to do it. And if I'd have been smart buying Shiba at this time last year, man, I'd be sitting fat. But it is what it is, man. Hindsight 2020. Nobody knows. Nobody can tell you what the market's gonna do. So I can't sit here and tell you not to go jump on the V2 train and get your Trust wallet up and start swapping on Pancake Swap, you might hit a diamond in the rough, man. So best of luck to you. Wait a few days on the new coins. Wait to see what they actually do. Half of them usually scams. Absolutely degrade. They are. Just being realistic. All right, let me pull this up. I think I can. I'm gonna have to go to Trading View for this one. All right, so UMA crypto. Let's pull this up. So it is up 3.31% today. Nice little bull flag forming here off the 4-hour chart. So I like it, man. Kind of a double top action right here forming. I would hopefully see a continuation tomorrow. I think you're kind of testing support right here, somewhere around $7 and 70. Let me zoom on in real quick so I can get you a better picture. Yeah, 780. You kind of getting a bounce here off of 780. Now you're up to $8. What could happen with this thing? It's anybody's guess, but man, if this maintains, I'd be looking for another leg up, possibly a pushback to $10. $9, $10 is definitely within the range right here for UMA. A break over that, it would take probably a lot of volume, a lot of buying pressure stepping in, but you do have this double top at 15. So gap fill up to 10. I might look to take some profits, maybe not all of them, because you run the risk if this thing would pump up a little bit more. You do have this top here at 13 and then 15, so you got a couple levels of resistance to really hop over before you start getting back up here where we currently were in February. Beginning of February. So it definitely has the potential. Thing made a move straight up to $49 and came barreling down. So man, it's tough to gauge because you're getting these big spikes and then you come down hard. Big spike, come down hard. This might be sell the spikes, man. I mean, this is a perfect example of buy the dip and sell the rip, man. This thing is just, it goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down. So when it goes up, I mean, it's already on the way back down from this big spike, but you'll get another one, maybe possibly next week. Maybe the next week or two, somewhere around the end of March, early April, you might get another big spike. So we'll see what happens, man. Anything could happen right now. You're at a point where the Bitcoin spot ETF possibly could get approved, and then that is next week. And then we got crypto regulations rolling down, so we got a lot of shit happening in the market. But just be in mind, HUSA, that shit ran 500%. I don't know why. My gut tells me it has a little bit more in the tank. It could come spiraling down to $7 and then shoot right back up, but I think it has a little bit more in the tank, so I'll be watching that thing really, really close tomorrow. What's up, Lindsay? Lynn's putting the green hearts in the Gator head. D-Grade says, I still do, but I usually go for the ones I know that are legit, actually have something beyond it, and wait for a pre-sale. I got you, man. Yeah, you got to do some extensive research when you're buying these little shit coins off of Pancake Swap. Yeah, appreciate it, Adam. Dude, I wish I could go off of the oil stocks. Now, look, every bit of me is saying short the fuck out of them right now, but I still think they have room to grow, man. And I think that's going to come down to, I think there's another gap up coming for oil stocks. And I know that's crazy to see, but look at how everything's happening. I think we're going to ban Russian oil and gas. That's what I think is going to happen, honestly. And I think the price is going to shoot up for future. I think there's one more good gap up for all these oil and gas stock plays. Before I look to take out all my skin in the game. So what I'm looking for this week is a ban on Russian oil and gas. Look, Elon said it. Everybody's talking about it. Even Mike Pence came on the news. He was on Hannity this week. It's going to take at least a month or two to get any type of American gas producing like we want it. But here's the thing. This is all a made up fantasy world where gas prices are fucking soaring and we can't do nothing about it. Like, I don't know if the government thinks we're fucking stupid. Excuse my French. But here's the thing. The U.S. has enough oil reserves to last for, I think, 5 years. I read the statistics earlier. Don't quote me. I think it's 5 years. For yearly operation, like to run normal, no hiccups. Go into the strategic stockpile, bring some gas prices down, and get America pushing out oil and gas. I mean, we're not fucking stupid. Like, that is the quickest, simple fix for this whole situation. And I wouldn't be spending $130 filling up my tank every couple days for work. So this does piss me off. They come on here and they laugh about it. We're going green. Like, dude, yes, okay. Even the guy who owns Teslas coming out on Twitter saying we need to ramp up oil production. Like, we're not there for electric vehicles and electric power yet. We need oil and gas right now. We're still dependent heavily on oil and gas. So I think when we ban the Russian oil, I think we're going to see another nice move in all these oil plays. So I'm holding out for that, guys. I'm holding out. I do have some stop losses set across the board, but I don't know if I can bring myself to FOMO into HUSA. I don't know if I can do it, bro. It's already up 500%, and I just don't know if I can bring myself to go into that thing, even though I think it could go parabolic once again tomorrow. We'll have to see. Every part of my gut says it might run another 100%, but that thing is going to be volatile tomorrow. That is a top of the FOMO list. That is number one right there. So be extremely careful with it. There's a chance it could run another 300%. There's a chance it could drop 300%. I don't know what the hell is going to happen with it. So be extremely careful with that. CEI looks the best out of all of them, guys. This thing looks pretty freaking good. Camber Energy, man. I remember with the big hype a couple months ago when it was ripping the $4. Everybody was all happy. But you are setting up, and I think this is an undervalued play right here. Even though it ran 64%, I'm saying this shit is undervalued. That's what's so crazy about it. But just pay attention to CEI. I think it has some room left, and I think it has a lot of potential to gap fill up to, $2 tomorrow. If it's played right. If the volume steps in, I think this thing could gap fill up to $2 pretty easily. So I am looking out for this play tomorrow. There's not much in the way. There's not much in the way. You already broke past this top and this top right here. So I know it's kind of hard for y'all to see. I'm sorry. I'm going to change it back up to the other charts here tomorrow. But there's really not much in the way between here and where we're sitting. This top right here. And then you have this level of resistance around 2. So I think a gap fill is definitely in the works for CEI tomorrow, guys. So I'll be looking for it. Dan Smith, Snowburn, what's happening, man? Getting the damn Keystone Pipeline going. There's stuff they could do, man. I'm sorry for cursing, guys. I get a little heated about it. There's strategic stockpiles for oil to run this country. Like, we're sitting on it. You're telling me that you can't lower gas prices to ease the pain of the American people while putting a crunch on Russia at the same time, crippling the lifeline, which is, you can't be on both sides of the situation. You're saying, okay, hey, Poland, send your jets to Ukraine, but we're going to still buy Russian oil and gas, which is feeding the whole conflict. You can't play both sides, bro. You have to pick a fucking side. And I think it's just going to be too cut and dry. They're going to have to cut off the Russian oil and gas. That's just my opinion, guys. If you get anything from this show tonight, I think you're going to see a big pump out of oil and gas still. And maybe the markets, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the market's already counting this move coming up. But I still think you get a pump out of it. I still think you do. So best of luck with y'all. Mass market, definitely, brother. We're just not ready to go run and buy EVs at a mass amount yet. Many of us are in a financial position to. Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. People are, dude, they're struggling to put gas in their car right now, man. And it's sad, dude. It really is, man. So hopefully we can get this economy turning around. There's already talks about recession. We're coming straight out of a pandemic and going into a potential conflict. So, I mean, it's not looking good, man. If you ask me, the bear market is approaching. Will we get another couple pumps out of it before? Yes. You can make money in the bear market. It's just a little bit tough, guys. We'll stay on top of it to make sure you're optimizing your profits. But as of right now, crypto is just kind of in limbo. Oil and gas is where it's at. And like I said for previous statements, I see one more big pump coming out of oil and gas before this show is looking to be shorted. Okay, I got you. Yeah, Adam E. And look, if it could do anything, they should do it. Yeah, Russia does ours, thankfully. Thankfully, don't go to Saudi Arabia, the country we've been protecting for who knows how long, and demand them. Let's go to, look, I'm going to go on a little political rant. I don't usually do it, but let's go to Iran, who, we're on the negotiating table with for another deal. So it's just funny, man. Politics is just, I don't know, man. I don't even know if they want to fix it. It's sometimes it's just, I don't know anymore. But what I do know is I'm pretty good at gauging the market, and I think oil and gas stocks run on the news of the Russian oil ban. So we'll see what happens, guys. But that's what I got for everybody tonight. Be on the lookout. HUSA 500%. Be careful with it. I don't think I'm gonna bring myself to FOMO into it. I just can't do it. I can't freaking do it. So, INDO potential. I just don't know, man. These things have ran so much. I'm just waiting on the news to ban Russian oil and gas. That could come tomorrow. It really could, man. They could come out tomorrow and ban that. And then, look, the whole situation could get so effed really quickly because, I mean, you're basically cutting off everything you have to Russia right there. That is their everything. They're already sanctioned to the max. The only thing they have left is oil and gas. And if the world cuts them off of oil and gas, China can't make up for that. There's no freaking way. So they're basically going to take Russia, put them under so much economical pressure to where they can't sustain occupying a country. So they're basically going to force them out economically. And it's smart. I mean, it's a way that you don't have to put boots on the ground, but you run the risk of, cutting off that Russian oil is, in Vladimir Putin's mind, an act of war. He done said it. So it could definitely escalate the situation very quickly is what I'm saying. So Bear, excuse me. I got 100 HUSA dude, I knew somebody was going to FOMO into that thing, bro. I hope it keeps ripping and rocking for you, man. I really do. That's awesome, man. Hopefully it continues going up. So until tomorrow, guys, be on the lookout for the oil and gas plays. I think those are still going to be the runners. And real quick, HUSA, let me pop back in real quick because I knew you were driving, man. I don't know if you're still driving. Houston American. Dude, I can't. Yeah, that was the one I can't tell you where this thing's going, man. Was this the one that I had to zoom back out? Okay, so yeah, man, 14 bucks, right where we're at right here. It got rejected back here on 17. So that's kind of, technical wise, I'm kind of looking at that. But then you have this. Okay. What is this right here? 20 bucks. So I think you break 14 tomorrow, you run up to 20. And then, dude, 23 is that indicator where you break 23, your next stopping point is 100 bucks, man. There's not much in the way. There's not much in the way. 60 to 100 if you break 23 off of HUSA. And I'm not going to say it's going to happen. I don't know. I'm just saying there is not much in the way on the way back up. So could be why you're making these pretty good spikes. But we'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. You say you had to. Okay. I grabbed 400 CI at 105.2. Hey, dude, I think that thing gaps up to 150 tomorrow. 150 to $2. I think that's going to be another big mover. So I might have to wake up early pre-market and grab some more. Bear says, and IMPP hooked me up. I have 500 at 72. IMPP. Imperial. Yeah. This dude got 500 shares at 72 cents, man. Dude, I mean, just do your thing, bro. Just do your thing. That's you making bank, bro. You making some bank. And it looks good, dude. I mean, it's consolidating above this level of support. You could be looking for another break to the $8.88 range. The TA we did last night, we broke above this shit and then just fucking maintained it. So, yeah, it's looking really good. I would look for a move above 888 tomorrow and then consolidate. But on the way back down, you do have support off the 200. It has been quite a while since you retested it. You didn't even touch it here. I don't know if you don't touch it again. And then you move up to $8.88, but it's very possible, man. So I'd be on the lookout for that. Yep, you already know, Bear. Hey, Matt, hope all is well. Are we in a bear market yet? I mean, dude, we're still... Look, you can make money in the bear market, man. I don't think it's full-fledged yet, or confirmed. There's a lot of shit going on, bro, and I understand that, and I'm monitoring it daily. But for me, bear market scenario is Bitcoin below 26, which is possible we hit 20 grand again. But as right now, it's hanging in there, it's chugging along. So I'm happy with it, with the prices where it sits. If we can kind of find a floor area around here, I think we'll be okay. I'm not saying anything until the Bitcoin spot ETF comes up for vote next week. So, and then we also have crypto regulations coming. But stock market, yeah, stock market's doing like shit. But dude, we're making some of these all plays where we're pushing 100, 200, in some cases 300% weekly plays, bro. So we can make money in the bear markets too. Bro, we're in a bear market. I think it's on. Yes, but if you're saying, hey, we're in a bear market, they have plays that are moving fucking 500%. So we can make money in the bear market. Bet your ass on it, and bet you we will. So we'll just try to stay on top of the news and stay on top of what's trending. Last night, you said IMPP may go to 724. Nice. Man, going over all these stocks, I forget what I say sometimes, man. But yeah, and I think tomorrow it has a potential. Look, it's just so hard to gauge it, man, because all stocks have ran so drastically. But I still think they still have a lot of room left. And, I think IMPP could eventually head toward $8.88. 8.40, you got resistance. Let's see if we can get over that. But, $8, I think is going to be a best case scenario. $8-9 tomorrow if you have the volume and the hype pushing in, which you should. If we come on and ban Russian oil and gas tomorrow, I think all these stocks are going to take off. And depending on how high they go, I can't tell you. All I can do is take the sentiment from what we found out when they do this, and remember it for next time. That's all you can do. Yeah, I already know. That's all. I already know. Getting puts on food and produce tomorrow. There you go. Now you're thinking. I'm thinking more along the lines of, it's so tough with oil and gas, but looking to short oil and gas. But I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of scary. So it is getting that time to start thinking about it, though. So we'll see what happens. They're saying oil and gas will probably run until summer. So was that 3 months? So they got to get that stimulus money out your bank account somehow, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, Bullfrog said he wrote them down. Awesome, man. Wait, look, on IMPP, you do have this support range at 725. You're currently at 750. If you break that 725, I would kind of look for 671 and then maybe 627. I'd be looking for that 200 exponential moving average off the 30-minute chart right here. Off the 30, it's at 2. I'm looking at the 5. So the 5 is your closest. So if you do break down tomorrow, which I'm still thinking it'll be a pretty decent day. I mean, you might not get a parabolic move of 80 to 100% across all these, but it could be a pretty parabolic move. And I think the market's already priced in a little bit of this Russian ban. So I think that's what you get a lot today of. So, but still room to grow. A lot of people that did hop in are still expecting the news and the hype from the Russian ban to push it even further up, and it probably will. So just best of luck to y'all. So fertilizer going to be blocked from export, PFCG, and corn. Yeah, I saw the corn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some research on those three tonight. I have a few more I'm looking at right here before I put them out there. But corn was definitely one of them. I'm going to get some puts on sweat and corn this week when the put options settle down. My West calls are in the money. Gonna strangle with a put. There you go, dude. There you go. Now we wait for interest rates and deflation. Things are going to be worse than look, it's all, bro. I don't know what they do with interest rates, man. I don't know what they do. I don't think you're gonna see the pullback from the Fed as much as we were thinking. So I don't know what's about to happen, bro. It's anybody's guess. To be honest with you, I don't think the Fed's gonna, push back. Especially with everything going on, dude. We're already heading for a recession. He has to do, dude. I'd hate to be Jerome Powell right now. That if I could pick any job in the world, it would not to be him right now. So. We'll see what happens, dude. This week, next week, these next 2 weeks are like, dude, like it's like cut and dry. Like Bitcoin spot ETF, Fed coming out, Bitcoin regulation. Hey, take it how you want it, man. But look, I'm not a youngster either, bro. I've been around the block a few times, so I feel you, bro. I know you're probably older and probably a little wiser, but I read a lot, man, and I read up about history and I keep up to current events in the world and what happened before. So I had the pleasure of learning from people who were probably around by the times you're talking of, so who are pretty good traders. So Thursday CPI. That's what I'm talking about, man. CPI is probably looking for 10%. I'm hearing 10%, man. I'm hearing 10%. So, anywhere between 7 to 10. So we'll see what happens, man. So, Paul Volcker. Yeah, just because I don't know some cat, I don't know half these YouTubers out here, dude. Dude, you will learn, and I will leave you alone on the facts. Cool, man. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you coming in here and spitting that every night. So, every time inflation happens, no one knows for certain. There's always a difference that does not play along with the past. And look, you know, these past couple of months, we getting bad inflation reports. Bitcoin's heading up. So, we don't know. We'll see what happens. Bitcoin spot ETF, all gloves are off. That's how I feel. 2008 was still crappy. 1978, 1880 was even worse. Yeah, and my buddy was talking to his old man about that the other day, and yeah, he was pretty much saying, you know, it feels like the 80s. So, I'm not that historically going back to Paul Volcker in the 80s, you know. Who was the Fed? You know. No, it's all good. That's all, bro. Hey, look, man. I'm just saying, dude. I'm pretty good at gauging the market. And I'm not. Look, dude. You come in here most times, pretty much every night, and you say the market's fucking gonna fall complete dog shit, and let's buy then, which is cool, man, you know. But you came in some nights when Bitcoin was heading to 69,000 and said that, you know what I'm saying? So nobody, Paul Volcker, the fucking Pope, nobody can tell you where Bitcoin's going, where the market's going. Yeah, you can gauge it because you were around in the 80s, or I was learning in the 90s, and blah blah blah. I don't know, and I'm man enough to tell you I don't know, but I can gauge stuff pretty well, and I can make money in the market. So, and it sounds like you can too. So, we'll see what happens, bro. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But look, guys, I gotta run. I got some stuff to handle. Hop in the Discord, man. Hit me up. I don't know who the fuck Paul Volcker is, man. Come on, man. If you hold it in 65, you know how it was. Hey, that's it, man. All right, guys. Hey, I got to roll. I'll see you on Discord. Much love and peace.